Welcome back, Cowboy Ron here. I advertised I was going to do a story tonight. Burning the American flag, is it legal? And I put down not always, and that's true. And I'm going to explain that to you in just a minute. What got under my skin, made me want to do it, was all these idiots burning the American flag that wasn't theirs down in front of Union Station and putting up Hamas's flag and things like that. Real enemies of the people. You see, before I came west, I was a tour guide in Washington, D.C. for 45 years. And that flag was being burned as Union Station, train station. In fact, I went to school about blocks from there and lived 10 blocks from there before I got married. So I cut the chase. The reason it's not always legal. It has to be your flag. It can't be somebody else's flag. You can't uh, go in somebody's yard and take her flag down and burn it. It would be uh, trespassing, and it was destruction of private property and a bunch of other things. So that part is not legal. And you got to remember, well, who owns these flags? Well, that is under the National Park Service, so the federal government owns it, and possibly DC because it's in DC property. So they had 19 officers that tried to contain those people. Some of them got arrested, but they could have had more officers. You know how many jurisdictions this comes under? Well, first of all, it's part of the area that the Capitol Police uh, survey. In fact, you can see the Senate office buildings from Union Station, see the Capitol of the United States, and look down and see some of the National Mall. And the Capitol Police at one time had 1,700 officers. They have more than that now. And it's a train station. So that means, among other things, the Amtrak police have some jurisdiction out there. It's also serviced by the Metro buses and the Metro subway. So the Metros have police. And there's plenty of other police departments. Now, what I think should happen, see, that flag belongs to basically you and me, taxpayers. So they have no freedom of speech does not give you the right to destroy property and things of this nature. And also in their freedom of speech, they took spray paint and messed up the Columbus Memorial Fountain. Now, when it comes to that, I think they should be charged, at least get 90 days in jail and not be released until they come out there with the proper chemicals and clean that statue up. Okay, I'll explain Union Station in the backdrop of the flag. A lot of history there. During the Second World War, the most American soldiers came through there. Harry Truman used to live there, other presidents. And it contains the largest open room in the world. Now, the flags that they burnt was probably three. You see that you have the Columbus Memorial Fountain in front, and it shows Christopher Columbus standing on the bow of his ship. And his two figures is a man to the right and a man to the left. One is a native of Columbus's homeland. The other is a native of a Native American. And it symbolizes that Columbus linked the old world with the new world. Three flag poles for the three ships that sailed with Christopher Columbus. So there's a lot of value to that statue. Also, Washington, D.C., the mayor really was out daydreaming. In Washington, D.C., sightseeing tourism is the second biggest industry. Government is the first. So is this what tourists that come to Washington, D.C. to spend a week is supposed to see? I don't think so. Demonstrations are permissible, sometimes encouraged depending on your point of view, but destruction of other people's property, and I repeat, you, me, and all our friends own a piece of that flag, both spiritually and physically. Well, that's the way I see it. I'm glad you tuned in, and we'll see you again next time. Have a nice evening.